So are there any other research tips you have?
Yeah, a couple. So Google Survey and Google Trends, amazing tools. It feels like Google's taking over the world and really, organizing the world's information into a way that's easy to be able to understand. But another tool, the U.S. Small Business Administration, their website has databases full of statistics and market research and different information that's helpful to be able to understand for people who want to start a small business, what are different areas that they can potentially go into and what are the pros and cons of those different areas. Another area that has really great demographic data as well, the U.S. Census Bureau has a database that's full of searchable data, and you can break that data down by different cities, by different states, by different zip codes as well, to be able to understand different audiences. So all great tools, but most of these tools are free, so you don't have to spend a ton of money. It just takes a little bit of time to go to these websites and to check it out.
That's awesome. So we've touched a lot on finding your target market, and now I think we're going to talk a little bit more about how to narrow down your niche, so the niche market that you're looking into. So this is going to involve just focusing on a smaller group in the market where the competition isn't as heavy, and you can really focus on the customer's value proposition for this small group of your potential customers.
Yeah, and over time you can create broader offerings to be able to appeal to larger groups of customers. Sometimes it makes sense to do this under one brand. Sometimes it makes sense to split this into multiple brands. So you don't want to diminish the value of a high-end brand by also creating similar products that reach a lower end market. A good example of companies doing this on a larger scale are car companies. So it's not uncommon for car companies to be able to have mass market brands like Toyota, and then a smaller niche brand like a Lexus that reaches a specific group of customers. And so don't worry about being able to get into too small of a niche, because you can always expand out to a broader market later on.
Yeah, I think it's really helpful just to consider that, especially. Did you go this deep with any of your businesses?
Yeah, so the collegiate apparel company, so we did licensed apparel previously. And there were a couple different ways that we could have done this. We could have launched a national campaign, tried to do 50 different schools all at once. But the reality of it is we probably wouldn't have been able to really understand what students at those specific schools loved about the products that actually allowed this company to grow. And so we started really small. We started with one school, 5,000 people, and we got to the point where we had 1,000 orders of those 5,000 people. And then, that's where it starts to get harder to penetrate the market beyond that. And so the decision that we made was we started launching 2 to 3 more schools, and we did that 2 to 3 schools at a time until the point where we had thousands of customers who were buying these products. And the nice thing is, each time that we launched a new school, we understood what worked well at that previous school. And so we were really testing along the way, learning along the way, and then being able to incorporate those learnings directly back into launching new markets.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just being able to see starting from such a small place and then growing into a larger customer base.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that the being able to grow the number of customers that you have isn't always the only way to increase your revenue. And so even if you have a set group of customers, you can also organically grow them by being able to get repeat customers, which I think Dressed by Grace will be a great example of customers falling in love with the brand. It ends up being their go-to destination versus a one-time purchase. And so you can continue to grow the business just by getting that repeat customer, or going after the basket size of customers who are making a first-time purchase by trying to have promos to get them to be able to do extra items. Good ways of doing this. I think every single website we see, you get free shipping if you spend 25 or free shipping if you spend 50. And all of those methods are focused on being able to grow basket size.
Yeah. Another kind of random example we were thinking about when it comes to defining your niche market. For example, you might not think that there's a specific need in Middle Tennessee for people who are interested in fishing. That seems like kind of a really small group of people there, but believe it or not, there's actually a conference that is the Tennessee Boat and Fishing Expo here, and it generates so much money. So many customers come there and really express interest, and so it just goes to show that something even like that seems so small, a lot of people can be interested in, and that can really grow.
Yeah, and if there's enough people that are interested in going to a conference, there's obviously enough customers that are interested in that niche to be able to grow a business around it. So I guess free shout out to Tennessee Boat and Fishing Expo. It's going to be next February in Wilson County here in Tennessee.
Okay.
And so, all really great strategies. You don't have to get a perfect market niche when you launch your business. And so it's not uncommon for startups to talk about pivots or changing the direction of their business. And this is where, when you think that your target market is one thing, and it ends up that you end up finding a target market that's more interested in your products and services, and so you change the direction of the company over to this new niche. This happens all the time, and so you don't have to get it perfect the first one. Later on, we'll probably do episodes about being able to test and learn and how to adapt with the market, and so this is an ongoing process.
I think I actually have a personal example just from that. My YouTube channel has kind of grown with me over the years. So when I first started it back when I was in high school, I was really interested in the beauty and the fashion, and now that I've gone into college, I've transitioned into more of a lifestyle and advice channel. And so I think that's just an example right there of how I'm finding what I'm passionate about and what my viewers continue to be passionate about too.
Yeah, that's a great example. What's your YouTube channel?
It's Meredith Grace. If any of you guys want to go look it up, we'll have a link down below. I would love if you subscribed.
And it's a great channel. Meredith's been able to grow up to about 95,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely awesome. Hey, thanks so much for joining us for this week. We're broadcasting again live from Google Fiber in the Gulch in Nashville, Tennessee. It's been great having all of you. If you are not following our Facebook channel, there's a follow button down below or up there or over there somewhere. Type in the comments things that you would love to be able to hear about in future episodes. If you're starting a business or you have a business, what are the challenges and things that you're facing today? And we can focus on those in future episodes. We also put these up on YouTube, and so join us on our YouTube channel and subscribe there as well. We broadcast every single Saturday, 10 o'clock Central, that's 8 o'clock Pacific time. It's been great to have all of you. I'm Meredith. This is Vincent. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.